Now, I've been on both types of drugs. Anti-manic drugs, like antipsychotics, and antidepressants, a long time ago. These, though their mechanism of action is different than opposite, they are actually opposite drugs. Now, the reason I was given antidepressants, I had graduated from high school early, and 3 days later, I started college, and it was very hard work. It was much more hard work than high school, not to mention the fact that I was commuting across the city. And so I got in some trouble, just a little bit of trouble, and I met my first psychotherapist, who was a psychiatrist. His name was Dr. Batory. Now, there's a tragic story that happened to him, but I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about what he told me. So I was very depressed during this college semester, the most depressed of my life. And so I had read on the internet that you're supposed to go on runs if you're depressed. You're supposed to work out. It helps with depression. It helps with things like energy. And you know what? I did it every day, and it did not work. It did not help me. And so after my college semester ended, which ended very well on a high note, I saw my psychotherapist and I said, you know what? I was really depressed. You know how I've been running. It did not help. So what I actually had tried to do at the age of 18 was induce a manic episode. So manic episodes are where you sleep very little, one part of it. And so what I did was I cut my sleep. And on, I don't know, the fourth day of very little sleep, I started gagging. And so I told this to Dr. Batory, and he said, you know what? There are two ways to deal with that. You can either smoke cigarettes, or you can take an antidepressant. So he prescribed me Prozac, and to my memory, I was always full of energy and always feeling good and never sick. But the thing about antipsychotics is if you decide that you're going to go manic, I don't know, maybe it's smoking or drinking alcohol or binge eating, these things that are all considered mania, cutting sleep, eventually the anti-manic medication actually kicks in. So remember when I said on the fourth day with Dr. Batory, I started gagging. Well, somewhere, if you are on an anti-manic drug, you will not just begin gagging, you will begin throwing up. That's why antidepressants and antipsychotics are opposites.